Hey everybody, this is Mike, and I am back with yet another review from the Bath & Body Works men's product line. And we have a brand new scent, and it's really soon after a new one was released a couple months ago called Canyon. They're really treating us well this fall, so we got a new one for late fall. Before I dive into it, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you want to be notified about future videos and reviews. So we actually have a couple new men's products coming out really soon, so I'll kind of preview those later on. But in the meantime, you can also follow me on social media at Mike Quiros. Submit some video ideas, tell me any feedback that you want to share about the videos. I'm open to any and all of that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into Stone. And Stone is a brand new product released just late September, early October, that last week there. And the fragrance notes here are alpine water, cool lavender, and sandalwood. So I love sandalwood. I think there's one scent that has sandalwood, and that is League by Men, by Bath & Body Works. That was just released this past summer. So I'm really excited about the sandalwood in this. A little kind of backstory on this. Actually, Bath & Body Works was testing this this summer, and it was called Lakeside. So it's interesting they went from Lakeside to Stone now. So I'm really excited to see, and I'm curious to see which of those names closely identifies with the scent. So I actually did cheat a little bit by not putting the lotion on, but I did smell the actual body spray. I was in the store a couple weeks ago, and I saw it in the back behind the register, and I asked, I'm like, can I smell the new one? And she said, oh yeah, sure. So I smelled it. It was all right. I will say, though, I never like the body spray smells a lot. I feel like it smells like a different variation of it. It's always very Axe-like, and Axe can be really musky and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to try the actual lotion. And it's the first time I'm buying the Ultimate Hydration Body Cream with hyaluronic acid. It's brand new, and I am really excited to kind of dive into that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and smell Stone. I can already smell it up my nose. Okay. I don't much, actually, the texture of it is actually much more kind of water-based, which is obviously the hyaluronic acid there. It's kind of smells similar to the body spray that I did smell, in that it's a bit more muskier. It honestly does smell like Stone, which is kind of interesting. And it smells like an old cologne that I had, CK1. And CK1 for men, that I think it was for men, but CK1 is kind of a classic cologne that was released in like the late 90s. And I used to have that one, and this kind of reminds me of it, except it also smells very earthy. And the scent itself is kind of reminiscent of Hot Spring Spa, which was released last summer, where you can smell the notes of Stone, essentially, of a hot stones there. And it's honestly, it's interesting because I can't really smell the lavender, I can't really smell the sandalwood or the alpine water as much. It just smells like straight up stones, and obviously stones don't really have a scent, but if you kind of really dug into that earthy smell, it smells like that. I don't know if I love it. I don't know even if I like it, but it's all right. It's very interesting. It's also interesting that they would release this in the fall, as a late fall scent, because it does smell a little bit more like a January, February, early, when it's not spring, it's not winter yet, but you have that kind of transitional scent period. Honestly, it's not my jam just yet. A little disappointed just because when I first saw the label I was testing this past summer called Lakeside, the scent name itself was like, oh, this sounds like a perfect fall scent. And when I saw they didn't release it under that name, I was kind of interested on that. But right name here, Stone, is exactly what it smells like. If I were to rate it, I would give it a 5 out of 10, and that sounds kind of bad, but it's the lowest one I've had to date. But 5 out of 10, it's not amazing. I will say it will do well for older men in your life that may kind of like the older Spence of a little bit more muskier side, like CK1 back in the day. It's not anything that is really kind of youthful. It's very a little bit more on kind of the older gentleman side of the line, with hey, totally fine, right? Because we have a lot of scents that are very youthful and overpowering and masculine, and sometimes you need something a little bit more safer, and this is that. So I will say on the bright side, it's something a little bit more different in terms of what they've released. It doesn't smell like anything they have released. Maybe a hint of mineral, which was released like 2.5 years ago, but then again, not really. It smells like a stone. So that said, that's my review, short and sweet today. Like I said, there's actually a couple new products coming out. Life Inside the Daily Page, I'll credit them. They love their kind of sneak peeks of what's going on at Bath & Body Works. There's one called Classic Flannel coming out, as well as Classic Whiskey or something like that. Whiskey Reserve, that's what it's called. And I'm really looking forward to smelling those, especially Classic Flannel, because if that smells like Flannel the cologne, the Flannel the candle, then it's going to be amazing, because Flannel the candle is amazing. If you have not smelled that, the 3-wick, it's delicious, very masculine. They also have a repackage of Noir left coming out, and that was actually taken back from the stores a couple years ago, and now they're bringing it back in a new packaging. It looks really cool in black and gold. So I've never really been a big fan of that scent, but I'll get it just for the packaging itself to add to my collection. So please go ahead and follow me on social media at Mike Hiros. Go ahead and subscribe, and let me know in the comments actually in this video if you like Stone. I'm really curious if you smelled it yet. Again, I would say about a 5 out of 10. It's alright, it's nothing amazing, it's just kind of decent. So that said, thank you all so much. I am looking forward to doing more reviews coming up on the horizon. I'm kind of back on my game with all of this stuff, so I'll do some backlog videos that products I wanted to review. So thank you again for watching this video and supporting me. Have a great one.